Well, hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Wild Garden. And in this video I am responding to quite a few requests recently of just how we're getting on here at the Clapham Wetlands Project, which is an incredible project that is a 1/4 acre site right in the middle of London. If you don't know where Clapham Common is, it's in the borough of Lambeth and it is pretty central to London, so go take a look. And it's a really exciting project because normally you would expect all our green spaces to be pretty much as they are, mown green areas of barren wasteland when it comes to wildlife. However, here on Clapham Common, the Friends of Clapham Common really are making strides into changing what is, or what was, a almost featureless landscape, bar some really lovely mature specimen veteran trees in some instances, and they are creating lots of mini wildflower areas. They're doing lots of planting of new scrubland habitat, which is sparse shrub planting with some longer grassy areas in between. Great for insects, great for birds, great for hedgehogs, great for so much stuff. But today I'm going to give you an update as to what we've been up to here at Clapham, so let's go take a look. So the main focus and the main feature of this wetland habitat, as you can probably imagine, is wildlife pond, and that's why I was contracted, because the Friends wanted someone who could realise their dreams, which was to create a wetland habitat for wildlife, which is next to an existing pond called Eagle Pond that I'll put a couple of clips in so you can see, which is actually a little fishing pond. There's a lot of wildfowl that already inhabit this place. So they've got Egyptian geese, believe it or not, there's a few Canada geese, there's lots of gulls on a regular basis, coots, moorhens, the usual. But this is going to be purely a wildlife pond. So for those of you that are watching this for the first time and you've never seen me before, I travel all around the UK making habitats for wildlife, and that's everything from wildflower ponds to wildflower meadows, postage stamp back gardens in the middle of cities like London, right the way through to several acre sites where we introduce a lot of new planting and meadows and ponds and all the like. And this habitat and this creation, this 1/4 acre site, about 1,000 square meters, is going to be a mixture of all of that. So part of this site, we have some coppice willows along the banks, which were rather large to begin with, and they've been cut back to allow access so that we can get in easily with the machinery and start work on the main feature, which, as I've just said, is the wildlife pond. Now this pond is going to be some 30 meters long, stretching from roughly where I am right the way over the other side of that lot at 30 meters. So, and it's about 15 meters wide, so it's going to be a really nice habitat. And in the middle we're going to go and take a look at a rather special feature that we're adding very currently, which is a fantastic pedestrian bridge, which I'll show you in a moment. But the main feature is the pond, and as you can see, I've dug out the majority of this end, got a little bit of tweaking to do. It's already starting to fill up, but obviously I would prefer it not to do that until I've got the liner in, so this water is going to have to come out temporarily. And we've got some more excavations to do towards the bridge. Now that the bridge is in, or the main steels for the bridge are in, I can carry on shaping the rest of this pond. So the pond is still a work in progress, lots to do on that yet before we can line it, hopefully towards the end of the next week or so. But let's go take a look at the central feature. So for those of you that have been watching some of the shorts on the channel, you will have seen me posting regular updates, and I strongly recommend at this point that you guys subscribe to the channel so you can see the process, the whole process of this wetland creation, because it's a really exciting one. And then you can obviously hit that notification bell as well to stay up to date with all the latest videos that I post. A lot of shorts, but also updates like this before I will of course release a full final video when we are complete and we've had the ribbon snipped by the mayor in the summertime. So yes, for those of you that have been watching the shorts, and do try and watch some of those because there's some extra sort of content on there, you will have seen these concrete stanchions or abutments going in before Christmas, and then after Christmas I obviously took off the shuttering, and then we were at a little bit of a stalemate. We were waiting, we had a slight delay with the steels being galvanized. These are steel sections that have been galvanized for longevity. So, and they are 12 meters long, so they weigh about 3/4 of a ton each, so very heavy. So we've been using the excavator to lift them very delicately into place, and we've now got to resin all of these threaded bars in so I can bolt everything down into these blocks of concrete. There's 2 stanchions, they weigh 6 tons each approximately, and yes, there's quite a bit of concrete in these, which we had to not wheelbarrow, luckily, get in a dumper and bring the main entrances on the other side of the site. So we had to very carefully, or Connor had to very carefully bring them through the site over all the lumps and bumps without spilling any, so hats off to him for that. But it's been a tremendous effort to get to this stage. So now this is all set, we've been able to drill the holes and we're setting the beams onto these. These are going to get bolted down today and tomorrow, and then the beams are in place, they're all fixed, ready, and then we can think about adding the bridge at a later date. But while the big machinery is here, now that these are pretty much in place, we're going to be looking to dig out the rest of the pond before we can get it lined. So as part of these works, as part of the process I use to create these wildlife ponds, I use a lot of subsoil, as most of you would know, to go back in the pond, which luckily for me, this site is full of, which you can see is this lovely sandy crumbly stuff, which is absolutely perfect. Horticulturalist nightmare, but for me this is absolute gold. So I'm going to be using this to go back in the pond, and also it's going to be used to create some lovely wildflower meadow areas on the other side of the site, which we'll go and have a look at now. So behind me you can see a monstrous pile of soil, and that's just some of the soil that is coming out of the main wetland area itself. There's a lot more excavation to undertake before we can finally get to the finished levels and I can make this look something less like a bomb site, because at the moment, as you can see, it's a bit of a dumping ground, but that's so it can get the main body of water installed and we can get the tap on and start filling this pond up, because as you can imagine, a pond of this size is going to take some time before it's filled with water. So we need to get going as soon as we can on that. So these, although they don't look like much right now, they're going to be nicely formed banks in the fullness of time, sown with a different mix of wildflowers. So we're going to have meadow on some of the banks, which are going to be just outside the fenced off areas, which is to keep dogs out so that we don't get any kind of insecticides from flea treatments on dogs going into the wildlife pond, which of course can be of a big detriment to the local wildlife that can be found within the pond, or the insect life, things like your dragonfly larvae and all sorts of things. So we're obviously fencing the main area of the project so that that keeps dogs out, but the main bridge, the main boardwalk that will be extending either side of the bridge is going to be pedestrian access 24/7. So a really cracking spot, and I can't wait to visit this when it's all established. And hopefully many of you watching this will be able to come to London and visit Clapham Common and see my work firsthand, because most of it is obviously in people's back gardens or on private land. So this is a really nice community feel, and there's a real buzz with the community around here. It's been absolutely fantastic speaking to the locals, hearing the comments and the amount of people saying, oh, can't wait for this to be opened, or want to come and see what you're creating. And obviously they can see from the outside of the perimeter fence looking in, but it's obviously a bit tantalizing for some of them. They're not quite sure what's going on, but we have got some signage all the way around the site explaining this process, and the friends of Clapham Common have been fantastic in portraying to the locals everything that's been going on. So a huge hats off to them. So yes, there's just one more feature I want to show you before the end of the video, so stay tuned. Okay, so technically I've not got the feature to show you yet, but just about there, if I'm pointing in the right direction, is going to be a really nice feature for the community, and that's going to be a dipping platform which is going to be accessible for all the local schools and children to come down and absolutely terrorize all the wildlife within the pond. I'm sure the wildlife can't wait. Now it's going to be a bit of a dipping platform so that the kids can immerse themselves in, I think, what is imperative that we all do as children, and that's a bit of pond dipping, so they can see firsthand exactly how much life is found within a pond. So that's the frogs, the newts, the toads, everything that they might possibly find, dragonfly larvae. It's going to be fantastic for them. So yes, a nice dipping platform going over there. You've got to have a good imagination at the moment, but that's going in once the line is in. So a really another exciting aspect of this wetland project. Well, I hope you've enjoyed today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Obviously subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and stay tuned because I'm going to be bringing you more updates from this exciting wetland habitat creation right here in the middle of London. So thank you so much for watching. Any questions, drop them in the comments below. Let me know your thoughts, and hopefully we'll be able to open this place very soon, by the end of March, fingers crossed if the weather holds out, and this will be a nice publicly accessed space for you all to visit. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.